Team Prep USA Winter Camp in Florida, the perfect investment for their future. The future runs now with Team Prep USA.
Our 3A Region 1 champion, Emma Rudman out of Fort Walton Beach, a sophomore. Maybe a little bit of a surprise today. You get the win over Karen Shawn, who was undefeated all year out of Nice. A really good battle up front. And you like this course. You ran really good, actually a little bit faster at Alligator Lake earlier on in the year. But today you got the win, so the question is, what was the difference? What was the mindset? How did you pull off what a lot of pundits, probably myself included, thought was maybe not going to happen? How did that go?
Well, my game plan going into this was to try to stay as close to her as possible, and like one of my strengths of my race is my kick. So I was just gonna like try to keep her as close, like in sight, and then when I was ready, I was just gonna try to get her, and I guess it just worked out today. My goal was to stay with her or stay near her because obviously she's amazing, and my goal is to go in the 17s, and so that's her time. So even though we didn't do that today, it's all right.
You know, when we saw you earlier on, Karen was probably a good 80 meters in front of you. There were people yelling at you, close the gap, and you were working really hard midway through that race to actually close it. When you get to that point and now you start to see that gap closing, that's got to give you a lot of confidence. And if you can get it really close to the end to play to your strength, that's even all the better.
Yes, I went out and I didn't want to go out too fast because of course that would hurt the rest of my race. I went out strong and I ended up going faster again. I just felt good. I felt like I could catch her, and then I started getting more confidence. I was like, I can do this. And then everyone was yelling at me and I knew I would be mad at myself. I didn't give my all, and I did. So it all was well in the end.
Came down to about the last quarter mile in the backwoods. You're closing that gap. At what point during the race do you realize this is really, really close? I just need to put out a little bit more effort. And at what point do you realize I've actually won? Is it when you come across the line, it's all said and done?
Actually, at about like a little bit after the mile, I started like closing the gap on her. So I was like, all right, I can do this. Like, I'm ready. And then when I finally figured out I won, it was like when I passed her and I was like, oh my gosh. And I just like gave it everything I had. My legs got wobbly at the kick. I was going, but yeah, I think it hit me once I passed her, and when I like crossed the line, I was excited.
You know, the power of belief really does play out on the course, and we talked to Coach Fields a little while ago, and he believed that you could win. You believed you could win.
Yes.
That may have been a little bit of the difference today. What an outstanding effort for the individual win. The girls, second place today, runner-up. Congratulations.
Yes, I'm very proud of the girls team. I mean, this is, I guess you could say, practice. Like, state is what really matters. So they went out, they raced hard. Now we know our strengths. Now we know our weaknesses, so we can go out and fix everything and then just have a great state race. Go to win or to get a trophy. We want to be on the podium.
Well, you ran pre-state, and the gap between you and Karen and maybe some of the other front runners at pre-state was a little bit big.
Yes.
You closed down that gap today. You're going back to ARP. Do you race at ARP any different next week?
I think lately the way I've been racing has been working for me, so I'll just probably stick with going out and keeping the front girls in sight who I want to run with, and then just go out and kick at the end.
Play to your strength. Well, congratulations, our regional runner-up, district champion as well, runner-up on the team side, individual winner at districts and at regionals. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Emma Rudman, the sophomore out of Fort Walton Beach, with a great win today. Thanks.
Bye.
Well, 18:35 on the running time. And this is going to be a little bit of an upset. Oh, my goodness. Emma Rudman from Fort Walton Beach is going to be your regional champion in 18:41. Karen Shawn will finish up second in 18:46.
Nope, come on, keep moving. Keep going.
That will be her first loss this year. Emma Rudman, as you can tell, nothing left. They both battled.